We are back at my little brother Rob's house, and if you're new here and you don't know who I'm talking about, let me fill you in. So my brother Rob just bought his first house in the past year, and he also just recently got married. And over the past year, the entire family has rallied together to help him turn his first house into his first home. Now, if buying his first house and getting married isn't exciting enough, well, they're expecting their first baby. And yes, but no, but also yes. If you're not new here, then you will know my other little brother Jordan just had his first baby, and yes, now Rob is having his first baby, which, like, little brother having a baby plus other little brother having a baby equals me being in my double auntie era right now, so it's so exciting. This baby is going to be here like basically any day now, and Rob has been putting in extra hours after work and on the weekends to really get this house ready for the baby, which leads us here. This weekend, I'm tapping in to help Rob finish this laundry room makeover, and while he's done an amazing job doing the tile work and the drywall, there is still a lot to get done and not a lot of time to do it. So friends, let's turn this former utility closet into a functioning laundry room. Let's get started. So, not gonna lie, I am super stoked to be taking a break from turning my cargo van into a tiny home and instead to be working on a real life tiny home that isn't on wheels and mobile and drives around the country, if you know what I mean. I'm also so excited to be making over this small laundry room space because I feel like it's been a while since we've tackled a small space together, and since we're doing this on a tight timeline, like literally my brother's kid at this point was due like any minute, we are going to be focusing on super easy updates for small laundry rooms just like this one. Now, just a little background on the space before we dive in fully. This was actually a utility room that is being converted into a laundry room, and my brother already had the space drywalled and tiled before I came on in, and then it was my turn to jump on in, prime, and paint, which I was able to do in just a couple of hours because it's such a tiny space, but the paint alone gave it such a great little impact, and once that was done, I was able to kind of come back the next day and make some bigger changes with my partner in crime. Picked up a straggler this morning. We had to make one actually really important stop of the day before we get to my brother's house. Wait, give me my sandwich.
She didn't get a sandwich.
Give me my sandwich.
Who's eating healthy?
Yeah, why are you not eating a bacon, egg, and cheese? Are you sick? This is the real
And
one,
spinach.
Bacon, egg, and cheese.
So she's gonna make me lift.
On a roll. SPK. The real ones know what that means. All right, we're gonna eat breakfast, go to Home Depot, get to Rob's,
And go to sleep.
and then come home and take a nap. Bye. Dad, where'd you go? I can't see you. You wearing enough camo today? Now I know where I get it from. Just the aimlessly standing in the aisle of Home Depot doing math out loud.
What happened?
We made it! Yay! I'm working in the laundry room today. Dad's doing work in the bathroom. And then I already have Rob on sanding duty for the shelves that I'm building in the laundry room. We are just waiting on install for the washer and the dryer. And then once that's done, I'm getting in there and getting started. So let's do it. I only brought one track, so we're gonna have to make a couple different cuts, but that's okay. Measure twice, cut once, still probably get the wrong dimensions. So since we're short on time, while the washer and dryer will be installed by the Home Depot, I decided to cut the countertop to size.
She don't know. She's got on it.
That's why I'm the one working and everyone else is watching. Beautiful. Yay. Yay. Oh, that would be a nice shelf, actually. You know what the best part about having a brother is? Making him do all the shit you don't want to do. You're doing great! One thing I've learned working in small spaces is that when you're putting things in there, they have to have more than one purpose. And putting a countertop over the washer dryer not only adds storage, but also adds a functional place for them to fold their laundry, or also like keep their laundry if they don't want to bring it upstairs and put it away right away. P.S. It was so much easier to install the brackets on the wall before the washer and dryer were installed, just saying. Hey, look what's installed.
Empanadas?
Ooh, you brought snacks?
I brought a lot of snacks.
Heck yeah.
Look at this.
Oh, dude.
Yay!
Hell yeah.
Washer dryer.
This is nice.
Right? So now that we know it works, it's snack time, and then we'll get the butcher block up and the tile in today. Let's do it.
Got nothing done today. But no.
We really didn't get nothing done today, but washer dryer are installed.
My phone is-
Yay! Let's cut more holes and more things. So while Rob did an excellent job staining the butcher block, I had to do a little bit of adjusting in order to fit it around some of the like piping and wires in the wall. So I just used my jigsaw to do that. But after that, it was time to install. Sounds like a flight arriving.
It is a flight arriving. A flight of laundry.
Okay. Legit trying to install this giant butcher block in this teeny tiny space with this angled doorway felt like trying to fit a square peg in a round hole. It was not an easy task, but we got it done, and honestly, it was well worth all of the work because it looks awesome. Woo! That's a fit. Ah. Wow. You're okay. Woo, she's in there. That's a fit, huh? So I know this room is super teeny tiny. I did not want to go overboard with the design elements, but one thing I really wanted to do was break up all of the beige paint and also add something that could be easy to clean up as kind of like the backsplash to this laundry room. So I decided to add a couple of these mosaic tile sheets, which were like 10 bucks a piece. So they really were a really affordable upgrade and super easy to install. And honestly, in a small space, a little bit goes a long way. In my own laundry room, I tiled all the way up to the ceiling. This laundry room is a lot smaller than that one is, so I only went halfway up the wall, and you'll see why tomorrow. Okay, friends, what a day. Look, I have to cut a couple more pieces in the morning.
Made 150 trips to Home Depot today,
Made 150 trips to Home Depot today.
and I'm still here.
But we got something done. There's a washer and a dryer in the laundry room, so I will be back tomorrow. Dad will not be. And Rob will probably still be staining tomorrow. Hopefully we can get this project done tomorrow. And yeah, that's all I got. Fingers crossed. See you then. Bye. Okay, today we're going to teach Rob how to build his first shelf. I can't see your face. Bend down.
What do you mean?
Bend down.
Does that work?
No. These are the measurements that you need. So just to make a little stupid diagram. I always like to start by cutting my longest boards first because then you can take whatever's left over to cut the shorter boards. So if you've been on this journey of helping Rob renovate his first home, you will know that pretty much every project, minus the one that I surprised him, has had some sort of learning element in it. So far we've taught him how to put new flooring in his house, some techniques for painting, some trim and molding techniques, and now in this video I am teaching him how to build furniture because I think that these things are so important to know as a first-time homeowner, and I'm so happy to be part of this with him. And just like I try to make all of my projects on YouTube approachable to all of you, I want to make all of the projects in Rob's home approachable to him.
Uppa!
Rob's first pocket holes. You could do it.
I think I could do it. It seems very technical.
You got this. So while Rob finished working on the shelving project, which you'll see where it's going in a second, I worked on a different shelving project, and actually the piece of wood that I was able to cut off in order to fit the countertop in the laundry room was the perfect depth for a floating shelf, and I decided to install it above the washer and dryer using some floating shelf brackets that I just drilled directly into the studs. And serious shout out to Rob for standing and staining this shelf because we were able to get this done pretty quickly with 2 people. Working with 2 people is way better than working alone. Here we go. Woo!
Nice.
Tap back all the way? Yeah, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Little touch up. But
We have to definitely do some touch up, but that's okay.
nice. Oh my
What do
god.
you think?
That looks really good. Oh wow.
You're doing great.
Thanks. I'm a carpenter.
I mean, yeah. You're building stuff. Looks good for my house.
Hell yeah. But it's not your house.
Well, exactly. Once the shelf was in, it was time for some finishing touches. I forgot to mention this earlier, but I actually patched in those tiles earlier in the day so they would dry. But once everything was dry, I wanted to add some fresh white grout to the tiles to just make everything look super neat and put together. It's actually kind of wild how much a grout can make tile look so wildly good, and how much a backsplash can make an entire space look completely transformed, and all for like, I don't know, $50 or $60. It's really not a bad price for such a big impact on a small space. And honestly, at this point, it was kind of just time for some finishing touches. So while Rob finished up the shelf, I finished up the grouting, and then as I was kind of finishing up the grouting, he was then able to jump in and do some of the trim work. And these projects just go so much faster with another set of hands. Why do I work by myself? I just don't understand. Why do I do this to myself? Anyway, last but not least was that cute little shelf Rob made, and that's that. We're sweaty messes.
It was a lot.
But we're done.
It's humid.
What do you think? What do you think?
I'm happy.
You're happy?
It's really nice.
Should we show everyone?
It's a lot. Yeah.
I think we should show everyone. Check this out. It really is amazing what a little bit of sweat equity and a couple of super simple DIYs can do to a space. This was a really small, tight, cramped space as it is. And trying to fit a full-size washer dryer plus some spaces for storage and folding had its challenges, but I feel like it all worked out really well, and I think it looks adorable. Not to mention that we were able to get it done in just a few days, and not counting the washer and dryer, I think we spent maybe $300 or $400 on this entire space. And at the end of the day, Rob and his wife are stoked on this room, so that makes me happy as well. I hope that you enjoyed this little break from the camper van project. If you did, make sure to subscribe to the channel. We will definitely have some more home improvement projects coming up very soon. I have a huge one coming up soon that I cannot wait to tell you all about, so definitely click that notification bell so that you don't miss a thing. In the meantime though, friends, I will see you soon with another project. I cannot wait to be back on the channel with more. So until then, friends, happy DIYing.